Welcome to the project on Google SketchUp. Our today's topic is designing and 3D modeling of Pavilion. Today we are going to learn that how to design and the model of Pavilion. Pavilion is the building. It is also called as a shelter where viewers can sit and watch the matches or the competition easily. So there is a certain area where the cabins, passage, galleries, sitting arrangement is also coming. So here we will design the pavilion building or the concept or a 3D view of the pavilion building by using the SketchUp software, also by using some V-Ray tools for the rendering application. So the intermediate level is to do this project you must have the following skill sets. You must have some basic knowledge to design the 3D view of the pavilion, and that is the SketchUp software. As we are learning the SketchUp software, there are some very common tools available in a SketchUp software, so we can use that tools, and that is the very beginner type of tool. You can use that tool very easily in a SketchUp software, so any beginner can use that tools. So you must have some basic knowledge of SketchUp software. Then Pavilion concept and overview. The overview of Pavilion is very important. When we are designing the Pavilion building, the concept should be in our mind that how to design the pavilion building by some space planning as well as the area required. So that is the pavilion concept. So we must have some concept in our mind to design the pavilion building. Architectural concept of pavilion. Pavilion is one kind of a building or a structure, or it is called as a shelter. So one architectural concept should be there in our mind, that how the column design, how the shade should be designed, the area of sitting, how to design the area of sitting, gallery, the cabins, VIP cabins is also there. So how to design the architectural concept, architectural layout of the pavilion. So we must have some architectural concept in our mind to design the pavilion. The knowledge of V-Ray rendering tools is also important. The V-Ray rendering tools, why we are using the V-Ray rendering tools, that it gives some good image or some fine image or the real-time image for our building. So it is very much important to insert some V-Ray tools, to apply some V-Ray tools on our pavilion building. Course objective of this project is participant will be able to implement advanced designing concept in project at architectural and construction level. The construction companies, architectural firms are using the SketchUp software to give some presentation at a very preliminary stage. So in the preliminary stage, if we are giving some advanced setting or some advanced designing, so that will be a plus marks or the very helpful for any architecture or any construction company. So the SketchUp software is always using to give some presentation of how our building looks like. Space planning for gallery, sitting arrangement for viewers and VIP cabins. As the pavilion building has gallery, sitting arrangement, the VIP cabins is there. So all this area required some space planning. Without space planning, we cannot plan actual building. So space planning is also important. Then participant will be able to implement the perspective view sports ground. The sports ground is the point from where any viewer can see that how our building looks like. So perspective view, when we are designing the 3D view, there should be in a perspective. It is very important to design our pavilion building in a perspective view. Rendering the pavilion building by V-Ray tools applications. This V-Ray tools application is very important when we are designing the SketchUp. SketchUp software is a standalone software, but when we are giving some additional features like V-Ray tools, so it will looks like our building in a real image. So if I'm applying the V-Ray tools, it is a very fantastic method to design our 3D view in a real view. So that's why V-Ray tools is also important. So that's why the participant will be also implement the rendering tools like V-Ray. By this course, you will learn the complete 3D modeling of pavilion building by using the SketchUp software. As we are using the SketchUp software, So beginners as well as the experts also can design the 3D view of Pavilion by using by learning this course. Architectural concept of 3D view of Pavilion. As the we are applying the architectural concept of 3D view, so it is very important learn some architectural concept. By doing this course, you will automatically learn the architectural concept, how to apply the architectural concept for any building. Space planning, you will learn the space planning, that how to give the space planning, how to plan the space. For example, the building has a pavilion building has a certain area, so we will design that area, we will distribute some area for the VIP cabin, some common sitting arrangement as well as gallery entrance, etc. V-Ray tools application, as I have discussed about the V-Ray tools, the V-Ray tools is also important. So by this course you will learn how to apply the V-Ray tools in a SketchUp model. There is the prerequisites for this course. Basic knowledge of Google SketchUp software at the beginner level. If you are a beginner, if you have a very few knowledge, a very less knowledge about the SketchUp software, by this course or by this project you will definitely learn how to use the common tools of the SketchUp as well as some important tools of the SketchUp like shades, components, making the components as well as inserting the components, styles, etc. Knowledge of architectural concept. There is the prerequisites architectural concept. You should have some architectural concept in your mind to design the pavilion. V-Ray rendering applications. As we know how the V-Ray rendering tools is there. So if we are designing the pavilion, we must have some V-Ray tools application in our software. So it is very easy to install or apply the V-Ray tools. The target student for this project is student who want to design 3D view in a SketchUp for their client, participant working in an architectural firm, construction company, then civil engineers as well as civil draftsmen, and architects, architectural draftsmen. So these are the target student who need to learn the SketchUp software with a V-Ray application. By the end of this course, you will have the following skill set definitely. As we are learning the SketchUp software by using some tools, the basic tools, some important tools, V-Ray applications, we will definitely gain some skill by this project. That is knowledge of SketchUp software and its tools applications. As the SketchUp tools we are generally using, so definitely you will gain some knowledge about how to design the 3D view of any building by using the SketchUp tools. Clear concept of architectural 3D view of pavilion building. Definitely you will find some clear concept about pavilion, that how pavilion looks like. If we have a certain idea in our mind that we need to draw the pavilion, that if we will definitely design the pavilion into the 3D view, and that is also possible only in a SketchUp. So SketchUp software is very important software to clear the thoughts of 3D view of any building. So if there is the thought of, or there is the project of pavilion we have, so we can show the pavilion, that how the pavilions looks like in a 3D view. The next skill is hands-on regarding designing, modeling and reading of actual view of pavilion building. By this project or by this course, you will definitely have the hands-on reading regarding designing. Designing is very much important, that we will definitely learn into a SketchUp software. By the SketchUp software, we will apply any thoughts in our mind about a certain building. So if I have a certain thoughts of a pavilion building, I will definitely apply onto actual image by using the SketchUp software. So we will definitely hands-on by designing by using the SketchUp software. Modeling, the 3D modeling is also there. We will learn the 3D modeling, the reading of actual view of pavilion building. So we will learn all this hands-on, the designing, modeling as well as reading of actual view of pavilion building by using the SketchUp software. Easily can use the V-Ray tools as we are designing the pavilion building in a 3D view. So as we always using the SketchUp tools, by the SketchUp tools we will design the 3D view of pavilion. More on some advanced setting, we will also design the 3D view of pavilion by some real view by using the SketchUp software, by using the V-Ray tools. So V-Ray tools is also important. This course contains complete designing of pavilion building by using Google SketchUp software as well as architectural concept of pavilion. This course contains the complete designing of pavilion building, that how pavilions looks like in a 3D view by using the SketchUp software. As if we are learning the SketchUp software, we will definitely design the 3D view of a pavilion building very easily by this course. Architectural concept, we should apply the architectural concept like sitting area, then cabin area, how to distribute the cabin area, how to give a sitting area, how to give the area for the sitting and the entry. Everything will be clear by using this, by designing the 3D view in a SketchUp software. Designing and 3D modeling of pavilion. By this course, we will definitely, in this course, there is some modeling as well as designing of a pavilion. So we will learn that. Space planning of pavilion area. As there are the multiple areas available like sitting arrangement, like public sitting, then steps for the public sitting, as well as the cabins. VIP cabin is there, so we can easily design in a 3D view. So space planning of pavilion area is also in the course. Rendering by V-Ray tools application. We will learn in this course how to design pavilion by using the V-Ray tools. Case study says, a property developer has decided to build a new pavilion building. Let's discuss about the case study for this pavilion building. It's an example that a property developer has decided to build a new pavilion building for the sports ground with all components, that is viewer sitting area, participant sittings, then VIP sitting as well as gallery. For the same, he has appointed an architect to design the 3D view of the pavilion building. So on the behalf of this architect, let's design the complete 3D view of pavilion with the all components including sports ground, viewers, participants, VIP sitting area, shelter roof and gallery. So these are all including in a 3D view of the pavilion. So we will design all this area including all these components in a pavilion area. Following scenarios will be covered as a part of this case study. Pavilion for viewers, participant and VIP cabins. We will design the pavilion building for viewers, participants and VIP cabins. Sitting arrangements with rows and galleries. There is the sitting arrangement or the step sitting for the viewers, so we will design that. Shelter roof to cover the viewers area in a shadow. Shelter roof to cover the viewers area in a shadow. We will give the roof for the VIP cabins as well as to the shelter for the viewers. Complete design of pavilion in a 3D modeling for viewers and participants. We will design the complete pavilion building in a 3D model for the viewers and participants. Let's apply the V-Ray tool. We will apply the V-Ray tools application for rendering the garden view or some tree will be there. So definitely we will design the 3D view of the pavilion building by using all these components. Today we are going to learn how to design the pavilion. Pavilion is nothing but a shelter or a building where the people is sitting and watch the matches and the competitions. So we will design the pavilion with galleries, then sitting arrangement as well as VIP cabins, etc. Let me explain you about the SketchUp, useful to design the 3D view for the pavilion. As pavilion is the one kind of big stadium, we will design a part of the pavilion into this project. So let's start how to design the pavilion in a SketchUp software. For that, let me explain you some SketchUp tools, like this is the selection tool, which we are already familiar with that. These are the paint buckets and erase tool. Then this is components inserting tool. Then these are the some tools which is always useful to design the layout or a 3D view in a SketchUp view, in a SketchUp software. So let's start the SketchUp software and let's design the pavilion in the software. To start any project or to start any layout, firstly go to Window, then select Model Info and select the units. Basically, when we are designing anything, we should follow the units, that is metric units, that is SI, or the British unit, or we can call as imperial unit. Here I will design in a SI unit, International Standard Units, and the International Standard Units is mm or the millimeter, or it is also measure in a meter or a centimeter. So here, instead of architectural, I will design our pavilion in a millimeter. So decimal is our actual fraction, and go to inches. Instead of inches, go to millimeter, and area, go to square meter area, and volume, go to the square, go to cubic meter. So these are the some measurement units I have select over here. And now let's start to design the pavilion. So this is in a 3D view. I will design pavilion. Let me explain you about the area of the pavilion. Let's select a certain area or assume a certain area for the pavilion and then design it. I will take 300 square meter into this pavilion area. So 300 square meter is what? 300 square meter divided by 15. So 20 by 15. So width is the 20 meter, whereas the depth is the 15 meter. So let's start from the rectangle command. Start from this origin point, and 20 meter is equal to 20,000 mm, comma 15 meter is equal to 15,000 mm. So this is my pavilion area. Into this area I will design the pavilion or the shelter building. Now let's start from the top view. My suggestion is always to design anything, design any view from the top view, and then later on it will convert into the 3D. So here I will design from the top view. For that, these are the commands or these are the tools which I have already mentioned over here. This is ISO or the isometric view. This is top view, front view, right hand side view, back side view, and the left hand side view. So these are the views. If I click any view, for example, if I click this isometric view, then this will see as an isometric view. So I will start from the top view. So here we can click on the top view. Let's design the pavilion from the top view first, and then later on it will convert into the 3D. So here, as I have designed this or given the area, the width is 20 meter, whereas the depth is 15 meter. If we want to delete this 0.000, let's go into Window, then Model Info, and Display Precision, make it 0.0, 0.0, and here it is also 0.0. So automatically if you take the dimension, then it will come 15 meter, and again here to here 20 meter, like that. So now let's start to design the pavilion. First of all, make some curves, some straight lines, whatever the measurement we have, just put the measurement, all the measurement into this pavilion area. First of all, let me explain you we have a certain areas like VIP cabins, gallery, sitting areas, sitting stairs, etc. So here I will design first the cabins and the VIP sitting area, VIP cabin and VIP sitting area into this available area. So let's start from here to here, make 500 like this, and from here the width of the cabin or the depth of the cabin is around 3 meter. So here I will design 3 meter. Then from here make 3 meter or 2.5 meter, and from here 2.5 meter. So if I count this area or measure this area from here to here, it is 15 meter. So in this 15 meter we have to design the VIP cabin as well as VIP sitting. For that, what I will distribute this into two cabin. So from here make it 4 meter or let's say 3 meter. I'll divide it as a 5 meter, and from here let's divide it as a 5 meter. So these are the three cabin, or instead of that what we can do, from here let's design 3 meter, and from here let's design 3 meter. So these are the two cabin and this is the passage or the sitting area for VIP. Again this divide into two part, from here 1 meter and from here 1 meter, and delete this by selection. Now make the center line from here to here. So this is the midpoint. I have designed the center line here, and just put the another line for the curve. So here I will put around 600. So this is the 600 line, and my curve start from here. So I will choose this 3-point arc. So from here to here. So this is curve line just I have drawn here, and now copy this curve line whatever we want, and like this. So before that, just erase all the unnecessary lines which we have drawn. Erase this line as well as only this line we need to erase, and before that let's draw a line from here to here and here to here. Again draw a line from here to this point, this intersection, to this intersection, this intersection. So this is just I have drawn a one line. Now from here, from this intersection point to this intersection point, and from this intersection to this intersection point. So from point to point I have designed two cabin plus one sitting arrangement, and now as the selection here, now we can erase this by selecting this as well as this line, and all these line I have to erase. Now select this line, this curve line. Now select copy, control, and 600 mm. Again one more 600 mm, 600 mm. From here let's make 1800 mm, and again from here to here 600, 600, 600 and 600. Again from here to here make it 2000 like this. So this is the sitting arrangement that I have designed over here. Now erase these lines so it looks like this. Now for this structure, for this shelter structure, we required a column for the cabin structure. So let's start the cabin design, and for that rectangle from this point 300 by 300 mm. Again from here make a 150 to here and 150 here. So again by rectangle from this point 300 by 300, and from here 300 by 300. So these are the three column I have designed right now, and let's design rectangle or the another column for here to here, that is 300 comma 300 and 300 comma 300, and from here 300 comma 300, again from here 300 comma 300. So this is just I have designed, and again if we want to design this 300 comma 300, so just I have now erase this line as well as this, keep the center line for the future. Now I have just designed the column right now. We can shift the column inside also. If we want to design the column from the inside, just move this by selecting and this one as well as this one, and select shift. As this column is the outside, so we need to shift it, but if we directly shift it, it will move like this, so our structure is disturbing. So instead of that, just copy this by selecting each line and select control and simply copy here. So now it looks like this, and now erase this, whatever we don't want, erase these lines easily. So same we can do here also by selecting each line. If I'm moving this, it is moving, and now erase this, whatever we have drawn, erase this. Also this one, copy to move here, and now erase these lines. So this is just I have designed. If we want to check, we can check. We can keep this at the outside only, erase this, so automatically it will comes into this line. So we have just designed the column for our cabin, and now offset for the wall, or offset, make it, now before offset, just provide the line from here to parallel this, and again from here to here, and from here to here on the edge, from this point to on the edge here, from this point to here on the edge, and from this point to here on the edge. And now delete these lines, curve lines, which we don't require. So now our cabins and sitting arrangement is the rectangle type area, whereas our sitting arrangement or the steps arrangement is the curve area. So we can easily offset for the wall for cabin here to here, 100 mm offset, 4-inch wall must be there, from here 100 mm, and from here 100 mm. So this is the wall. Now erase this as well as this line and extend this further. How to extend this? Select this one and stretch our line, but keep in mind that if I'm stretching this line, so our structure is disturbing. So for that, select this one and keep the shift directly from this point, click here, and from this point click here, as well as this point to this point, and from here to here. So now what I have designed is the cabin area. Again this one, select here, from here to here, and from here to here. So this is just I have designed the cabins and the other area. Now erase these lines because we need to extend all this cabin at the upper side. So I have just erased that. Erase this also. Same here, and so on the top view I have designed the pavilion area. Now again entry is also there, so here I will design the entry 1000 this side and another side 1000. We can give 1200 this side and 1200 that side, that is 2.4 meter we can also give. So from here 1200 and from this side 1200. So now this is our entry. For that, from this intersection point to this, and from here to here to here, and from here to here. So erase these lines like this. So as we can see, these lines is not coming. What we can do, erase this, and now if we want to copy this, we can directly first of all delete this, and by selecting we can easily copy, select, then control, then 600, again from here 600, again from here 600. So this is just I have designed the stairs. And now as we have somehow completed all this top view sides, so we will start from the 3D. So here we will start from the 3D and using push and pull command to draw the actual pavilion in a 3D view. So if there is any we have left, we can design it later on also. So this is the way to design pavilion or any building from the top view, and then let's convert it into the 3D view by using push and pull command as well as isometric view. So let's start the isometric view by using push and pull command. I will save this drawing at the desktop, save at the desktop, then 3D view of pavilion, save this. As we can see, we have designed the top view of the pavilion, and from the top view we can convert this top view to the 3D view by using this isometric view and using this special command called push and pull command. So in this command we will design or we will extend and giving level to our pavilion. So let's start from the back side. As the back side is column is there, wall is also there, and this baseline is here. So we will convert this into the 3D by using push and pull command. But before that, let me explain you the exact level of the pavilion. This pavilion is contained with the two levels, that is ground plus 1, and at the ground the entry is the ground level is the entry level, whereas the first floor is the cabin area is there, as well as the VIP sitting area is also there. So I will start from the back side, and by using the push and pull command we will design this pavilion. So go to push and pull command and just start with the column. So here is the column, and here what we can do, the ground floor, from the ground level to ground floor ceiling, there is a 3-meter height, and from the ground floor to first floor ceiling, there is a 3-meter height. So the total height is the 6 meter, and the slab thickness is 200 mm. So 200 3000 plus 200 plus 3000 plus 200, so that is 6400. So here I will take 6400 column, then later on we will extend it. So the maximum height of the column is 6400. So just by using push and pull command, 6400, this is the height of column. Same here, 6400, here 6400, here 6400. Again come to this side. As this we can see, the column is not completed, so delete this and this will become a column. Now by the 3D view we can extend this column 6400, again from here 6400. So these are the 6 columns just I have designed for the cabin area. And now let's start this wall extension like this. As we can see, the entire extension or the wall is increasing with the height. Now here I will give height of 6200 because 3000 plus 3000, ground plus 1, as well as the slab thickness 200, so I will provide here 6200. So this is my actual cabin area, and later on we will convert into the level. So here just a pavilion building I have designed, and from inside we can increase the 3000. Here is 3000, again this is also 3000. This is the ground level, and again here 3000. So just I have designed now, and if we measure this, it has become the 3200. So now 3200 is there. Here what we can do is, again by push and pull command, just increase 2000 more, and here also 2200. So right now I have one thing, that this is just I have, or we can do one thing also, that copy this one, all these 3 surfaces, and select this from this point to this 3 meter. So this is just I have copy, and now we can extend it by 200 mm. So 200 mm, here it is also 200 mm, and this is also 200 mm. So now this is what we can see. Here I will design the another things, like by push and pull command, from here 3 meter, and from here 3 meter, again from here 3 meter. We can measure this, as this is 3200. Now let's start from here by reducing 400 gradually. So 3200 minus 400, that is 2800. So from this point 2800, as we can see 2800 is there, so 2800. From here 2400, let's keep minus 400 on each steps, so 2400. Again here 2000, this will be 1600, this is 1200, this steps is also 1200, this is 800, 400, this is also 400, so this is the last step 400, and this is floor finish 50 mm. This is also 50 mm floor finish. So this is what we can design our steps for the sitting arrangement. And now, so push and pull command, we can see the offset limited to 1800. So okay, so I have given here offset. This is the entry for the pavilion, and for that if we want to increase the height of the entry, so we can extend it. Now here we can measure this height. This height is maximum 1600. So 1600 height is not sufficient. We need to increase this height up to 2 meter. So the person can easily enter into the pavilion. For that, what we required is to again perform push and pull command. But as this is a curved surface, we cannot again push inside directly. Now here I will explain you, or I will teach you a new feature which is available in a SketchUp. So that feature is a very important feature and very important tool which generally the SketchUp expertise are using, and that is the extension. In the Windows there is one option called extension warehouse. So go to extension warehouse, select that. Into extension warehouse we need to import some tools to perform that push and pull command for the curve surface. So here push pull, search push and pull special command in the extension. So here by some tools, which is some free tools is there, whereas some tools which is available by some tools are paid tools. So here we can see this joint pull is there, push and pull multiple faces at once, as well as we can use this for the push for the curve surface. Now this is a free, so we can easily download this. Click here, install now. Do you want to install this extension? Yes. The extension has been successfully installed and is now available for the use. Okay. So if we click here, we can see that here our command, that is joint pull, is already has been installed. So click that and pull length, that is 500 I am giving, or instead of that just measure first by giving the length here to here on the face, on edges, again from here on edge, and from here also on edge. So now if we are going to push this, cannot push the curve surface, now select that, measure this is 600 mm, and now select first, click on that joint pull. So I'll mention here 600, so it is automatically go inside. Again same for this joint push and pull 600 mm. So now this is what I can see. Now this I can delete, or I can hide this. Now hide this by clicking here. All the lines we can hide by using this hide. So now this has been opened. So this is just I have given the entry. Now we can make the door for the same also by providing the rectangle on this. Now just provide the line first, here intersection to on the edge. What we can do, we can copy this, select, copy, then extend like this. Now again one rectangle But before that, offset, or we can copy this by selecting just 300 mm, or the door size, if I'm designing the door size 1500 mm, so 750 here. From here, select, just I have designed the door. Now hide all these lines, which we can easily hide by these line also. So we can easily hide that lines. Now we can see the height of this entry is around 2000, so it is okay now. Here, what we can do now, let's start this cabin. We need to design the glasses for this cabin now. For that, make it as a front view, and in the front view, just design the glass. Offset command, just 100 mm, or make it 150 mm. Again, this will be 150 mm. This we can erase like this. Extend here. This is just I have designed, and erase this line. Now what we can do, make the partition directly. These two will be the VIP cabin, so there will be no partition. By push and pull command, just 100 mm minus, here it is also 100 mm minus. There is something we need to change from here to here, that is 100. Offset from here to here, 100. From here to here, just select this, push and pull command, 100 mm. If it is not going inside, we can select and delete this. Again, the same thing we can do from here, 100 mm. After select, we can delete this. Same thing we can do here, 100, select, delete. So this is how we can see. So here we can made the frame for the glass, and now start with the glass. Rectangle command, from midpoint of this to here, this midpoint. So this is again same here, rectangle command, from this midpoint to here. Again from here, midpoint to here. So these are the glass facade what we have designed. To make this shape, or to make the real glass, just select this and go to make components, go to here, go to paint bucket, and in the paint bucket the material is here. From the material we can select the glass and mirror. Here we can select the multiple patterns for the glass is available here. We can select any glass. So this is what we have selected. So as this is, if I check the size of the glass, size of the frame, it is 3400. So very big glass is there. We can do one thing, that we can make the partition or make the frame for this glass. So that, just undo this, undo all, and firstly make the frame for the glass. Now how to make the frame? Just draw a line at the midpoint from here to here, and after design or after draw the line, copy this from here to here. Let's take 50 mm, and from here to here 50 mm, 50 mm, and now erase mid. But yeah, so erase this. Again same here, here to here, copy this, select this one, copy 50 mm, again from here copy 50 mm, and erase the mid. Same we can design here also. So this is just, I have made the frame. Now we can, by using push and pull command, as this is 100, so by push and pull command make it 100. Same thing here also, 100 mm, 100 mm, 100 mm. Now design the rectangle for the mirror or the glass. So draw the glass to all the frame, here to here. What we can do, we can copy this glass, select, copy to here also, select and copy to here also. But somehow the size is not matching this. Here we need to draw it separately, separate glass, a different size of glass is here. So this is just, I have designed the 4 numbers of glass, total 8 numbers of glass is there. And now we can convert this into actual view of glass, like selecting all this and go to glass mirror, select. This will looks like this. We can give another also. This multiple shades are available. We can give this kind of a glass also, or in some area just give like this. Here I will provide this shade glass. So this is just, I have designed with glass, cabin is there. And now what we can do, we can provide the door for this cabin. One door here, another door will be here. This is the entry from the back side. We just want to show the front side of this pavilion, so we are not designing anything from the back side. So now what we need to design is the shelter for this pavilion, as well as human images, this interior of this cabin, and the sitting arrangement area decoration. In this layout we can provide the roof at this cabin area, whereas colors and other patterns required for this area. So in this particular layout, in this pavilion, we will design all the patterns and colors as well as other areas. For that, just go inside the cabin, and in this inside the cabin we need to install chairs what we required. So go to Windows, then 3D Warehouse, just type chair. Now if you type the chair, the multiple chairs are available. We need to choose one chair from this. So these are the multiple chairs we can see. We need to select a one chair for our sitting, and what we can select from here is just go to the upper side. We can select this chair, download this chair. So here, load this directly into your SketchUp model. Yes, we need to load this in our SketchUp model directly. So put inside on the face. Here is the chair. If we want to scale this easily, we can scale like 1.25. So this is this chair we can keep inside the cabin. Now if we want to copy this, select, control, select, then here, then control, and here we can copy like this. So these are the chairs. Now as this chair is not suitable for, we can say, for the VIP cabin, so later on we can change this chair, but this chair we can insert or we can give to this common cabin like this. Select and move from here to here. Again select, move, select, and copy now from here to here. So this is just installed chair. Now here select this, delete, and again go to Windows, 3D Warehouse, chairs. Now use some special chairs for the VIP cabin. We can select this chair also. There are the multiple chairs available. This kind of chairs also we can select. Now select this, download it, and just put inside the cabin. Again copy this, and now same both we can copy. Take this point and just put here only. So now these are the chairs what we have installed. Now it looks like this. So this is just I have inserted the chair into the Pavilion VIP area. Now what we need to do is just provide the shelter for this area. How to provide the shelter? Just draw the rectangle from this point to this point. So this is rectangle I have just drawn. Now what we need is to push this to the upper side, this entire panel with this one. These spaces is also required to push above side like this. Move from here to draw the roof or the shelter. What we need to do is just measure this 3341, and from here to here, that is 1500, 15,000. 3341 into 15,000. Just put the rectangle at the outside, that is 15,000 by 3341. And now make a single line on the blue axis. What we need is to rotate this by 15, angle 15, like this, and or instead of 15 we can provide the angle hardly 5. Delete this, select, move from here, just provide like this. Now offset this by 300 mm or more than that. Let's take 500 mm. So this is our roof that we have given. Now just extend this by 500 mm. Extend this by 250, and this will be 100 mm. So this is just I have designed the roof for the same, for our shelter. Now here what we can do now to add the images or the sitting human into the cabin, what we can do now, we have already closed this rope, so there is one way to insert the human, that delete this glass. Later on we can add this glass, or we can copy this glass from some another area also, and move this just 300 mm here. And now just insert by 3D warehouse, insert the 3D man, sitting man in 3D. As this is VIP cabin, we can insert the man here, but what I'm looking that this man is already with a chair, so we can select the another man also. First of all, insert this. Again we can edit this, no problem. To edit this content or to edit this material component, just select this, double click, and what we can delete is the chair. So easily we can delete the chair like this. So almost we have deleted this man, chair, and double click like this, select, move, and again insert. So this is just I have added the man inside the cabin. Save what we can select, control, copy here. Now again we can edit this, just insert the another image seen from the 3D man sitting here. Just download this image. So here we need to insert Windows, then 3D warehouse, insert the sitting person. Here we can insert this. This is the person sitting over here. Move, face, randomly select and copy at the random area, like on 2000, again 2000, again here, go to 3D warehouse, sitting persons, So here we can download. Just select this, insert. Here we can copy, again go to 3D, then select the gents, sitting gents or a sitting man, select, insert here like this. So now move H like this. So this is just what we can see. Now copy this randomly, like select this side, insert. Now we can paste this first of all like this, rotate first and move this towards here. Keep this man, copy randomly like this. Three warehouse. Just go to Windows, then Preferences, Windows, Model Info, Statistic, and purge the unnecessary what we have inserted. So the drawing bytes will be reduced. Now this design byte will be definitely reduced. What we need is to copy this glass as we have deleted. Again this glass, copy from here to here. 3D warehouse, sitting man, 3D man sitting. We can take this also, as this is a very only 3 MB is there, so we can take this. Before insert this, just rotate. Now move this. So this is what we have inserted images for the viewers. Now let's start the coloring and the pattern giving for this podium, for this pavilion view. But before that, just hide these lines by selecting like this. Now let's start to give the color as well as pattern for this area. start from the roof. What we can give is, let's first insert the normal pattern, then we will turn on it on a V-Ray command or the V-Ray tools. By the V-Ray tools, we will design this in a very accurate view or in a realistic image. So firstly, design this in a normal view and then convert it into the V-Ray command or the in a V-Ray view. For that, let's start giving the color to this all area. Now this is what paint bucket, and in the material what we required is a roofing. So in the roofing these are some colors available. Just keep here and edit. We can provide this color also. Now I have given this color, and size will be 1500, so it looks like this, or take more than that, 1400, so it looks like this. And this area, first of all, offset this by offset command or copy this, select this one, and copy 100 mm. And now by selecting this area, go to material. In the material, go to landscaping. In the landscaping, this will be our required color. Now select and we can edit this. Just provide 1200 mm, so it looks like this now. Now just provide this area with the color. Now for that, in the material, go to tiles or the stone. So I will go with the tiles. So here the different types of tiles is available. I'll go with any tiles we can select. So here I can select this kind of tile and it looks like this now. If I can see the image, it looks like this. So this is the tiles I can design. Later on we can convert it into the V-Ray. Right now just add the color so we can understand the concept of pattern that we are inserting. And now go to colors and give the colors. For example, I want to give the white color M00 to this area. Give the color to this particular area like this. So this is just I have given the color, white color, for the sitting area. And now what we can do, we can provide the tiles on this area. So just what I can see here is the area for the pavilion. So let's draw other color as well as the pattern required for the pavilion. We have designed the pavilion, and some components we need to add, that as I have discussed about the V-Ray tools, we will apply the V-Ray tools on this. And how to apply the V-Ray tools? Let's start to applying the V-Ray tools. Then we will add some pattern into this. For example, here is tile is there. The normal tile we have installed, but in a V-Ray there is finishing is also changing in the V-Ray tools, that we will see. And we require to install the tiles on this also, as well as if we need to change the glass pattern, we can change the glass pattern. There are the multiple glass patterns available in V-Ray tools. So let's start to applying the V-Ray tools as per our topic. So here I will start from the glass. Suppose this glass is a very simple glass which is available in a SketchUp, and if we want to add some different pattern of the glass, for example tinted glass, then green type or the blue shade glass is also there, so we can add the shade or the pattern of that glass by using the V-Ray tool command. So here, first of all, select this and go into this asset editor, the special command available in a V-Ray tools called asset editor. So click asset editor. Here we can find out the multiple editors window available here into asset editor. For example, these are the materials. Create the materials, for example light, material, elements, then textures. Different types of options are available into V-Ray, as well as if the material is already available into V-Ray, so click here by pull down menu and we will find the bricks is also there, as well as the car paint, ceramic, concrete, diagrammatic, then emissive, fabric, foam, glass, ground, leather, liquid, metal, paper, plastic, stone, tiles, and the various. So all the options or all the patterns which is required for any building is available into V-Ray editor. Now in the V-Ray asset editor, we will select the glass. So here is the glass, and we can see the multiple options are available for the glass. So these are the option called glass bumpy, then coated black glass, blue coating glass, green coated glass, red coated glass, as well as options. The various options are available into V-Ray command or the V-Ray editor, so we can select any option. For example, I will go with this coated black glass. So if I select this, drag this over here, here we can see the coated black glass is there. So glass coated black, and if we apply to the asset to our selection, automatically our glass pattern will change. For example, glass coated black, and the diffuse is nothing but the partly reflection of the glass. So here is the light reflection representing by the diffuse option. So here I will say 0 because we need not require that much brightness for the glass. And the reflection, in the reflection what we can take the this color for the reflection as, and reflection glossiness 100%, that is 1, and reflection IOR, that I will keep as a 10, that is the sharpness. I'll change the bump, that is 1.25. And now go here and select apply selection. So automatically we can see our glass pattern has been changed. So this is to design the apply the glass pattern by asset editor. Here we can change the another the same way by just applying this. Go to here, and this is our, by select this we can apply here, 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 and here also. So I have just edited the glass pattern. You can also edit like this. Now suppose I want to change this for different pattern. Let's change the another pattern. Now this is a very black pattern I can see here. We can change the another pattern. So as this is, we can change like glass. Here these are the glass option over here. If suppose we want to change it as a green type glass, so tinted green, then apply to selection. So it is automatically applied to selection. So there is the difference between two glass. And if we want to change this, then go to again asset editor. Okay, Then go to reflection, and the reflection is like this. Keep it 100%. Reflection opacity will be 1. Then bump is maximum, keep it like this. Glossiness, and the reflection color, keep reflection color maximum. So if you select this, your glass will looks like. So there is the difference between two glass. This is a black type, this is a light green type glass is there. So this is how we can change the glass. Now select this and use this glass as our standard glass. So select this, and this will affect all the glasses. So this is how I match the glass. So this is the glass we have changed. Now we can add the tiles to the glass also. For that, just select all the surfaces. Now just I have selected all the surfaces, and copy from here. Just copy the surface at 50 mm. Now this is what I have copied. Now what we can do, just push and pull command 50 mm back. So this is what we required. 50 mm, 50 mm thickness of the tile. Finished tile thickness is 50 mm. Same here. Move somehow. Now here also, by push and pull command 50% of 50 mm, everywhere is 50 mm thickness of glass, thickness of tiles. So everywhere I have given a 50 mm thickness for the tiles. Now what we can do, just give the pattern to these tiles. Now the pattern is also in a V-Ray asset editor. These are the material. I will go to tiles, and these are the types of tiles. So here we can add the tiles. These are the pattern given in a asset editor of V-Ray. So we can select anything. Here I will select this. So the pattern looks like this. Otherwise, this is also one kind of a pattern. And if we go various types, here we can see these are the ground, metal. In the stone, we can also select this granite type. So instead of tiles, we can go for a stone also. Here it is this kind of a stone. This is also a stone. We can see, if we want to select this, then just go to right click and apply to selection. So it will looks like this. So this is the finishing of V-Ray material, and it looks like this now. Now if we want to change this, just go to asset editor by clicking, and another is also there. Use this kind of a marble. We can select the marble also, and just apply to selection and diffuse this 0, and reflection will be 80%, reflection glossiness 100%, bump will be 50%, keep it as a 50%. So, and now select apply to selection. So it looks like this now. This is the marble finishing, as we can see here. very sharp finishing we can see here. So now select this material, go to match tool, select this and apply here. So everywhere we can add this. This is how to manage patterns for our tiles. Here we can only keep the tiles, and here we can keep the granite like this. So this is just how I have changed the pattern of tile or the sitting area. Now here we can change the color in the material. Go to colors and give a simple white color for the same. Now here also we can provide the glass. Select this asset editor, go to glass and just enter the black type glass coated and apply to selection. So our glass will looks like this. We have almost completed the 80% of our V-Ray command. So this is how to use the V-Ray command. Give the color to this area, this cabins also, by using this kind of give the another color. For example, if we want to give the wooden finishing for this column, we can give, just go to wood and or select this, go to asset editor, and here is we can see brick, liquid metal, stone tiles, various wood and laminate is here. So we can provide wooden finishing. Just select and drag it over here. So this wooden finishing we can give veneer type. Select, apply. So this is what we can see the wooden finishing for here. Now select this, match the property everywhere. So this is just I have designed the. Now go to color editing and edit the color. So this is our actual pavilion look like. Now just provide the move this image by clicking here and just on the green axis just move here, so we can now open this 3D warehouse, add some standing image, standing man. We can add this image. Just be sure about bytes or the file size. This is a small file size, so we can add here. Yes, we can easily add that standing man into our pavilion. Just move this man at here, from here to here. Again move this man here. Now we can add, so we can add the player also by using the same 3D warehouse. Then go to player, or I will say soccer player. So here I can add some player image. For example, this I will add the standing image of player. Now here we can add like this. Move to the ground exactly like this. This is the 2D image I have just added. So now here we can add the sky. We will add the sky as well as the other background required for the pavilion. So here, as we can see, this is very plain background is here. Now let's start to set how to superimpose the diagram or the background in this pavilion. So now we will learn how to superimpose or how to insert the background for this pavilion. Now there is the two way. One is, let's go to window, then here it is, or instead of window we can directly go this default tray, and in this default tray there is the styles over here. So click on the style, and in the edit, go into the edit, and these are some options available in the edit tools: age setting, face setting, and background setting, and the watermark setting. So let's talk about the background setting. So in the background setting we can select this, and but before that, just select the sky background. So here we can see the sky background over here, and if we turn orbit, so we can see background of the sky. If we want to see the ground, so we can set as a ground also. Now we can change the sky background from this color. So go to here, and we can change the color like this also from here. So color is automatically changing now. And if we want to change the ground color, so go to here, and let's green color, just dark green, or go to here, just brown color. So this is how to change the color of the background. Now what we can do, sky color, we can change anything what we want. Suppose I choose the green, I choose the uh, this blue, so this is looks like this. And if we want to change the ground, so go to first transparency 0 and show the ground from the below. So it looks like this now, and now we can change the ground into green color also. So it will look like this. This is the wheel, so dark green we can choose. Now this is looks like this. And now what we can say that if we want to what add the next step is watermark setting. Now how to do the watermark setting? Suppose we don't want this general sky, normal standard default sky background, and we want to add some scenery behind this pavilion. So we can do also that by just clicking the watermark, then add this. Just choose the bitmap image or the png .psd, bmp, and jpg. All these images are supported for the watermark. So for that, right now I will go certain download. For that you have to download jpg image for the same. So here I will go find out setting scenery background for the SketchUp, and these are some background I can found. This I can installed. So select this, and background material for the SketchUp that is available. Change anything or the select whatever we want. So here save image at the desktop. I will save image to the desktop by setting as a background. So just I have download this image, and now go to here watermark setting, and in the watermark setting just click here. Now go to desktop, select the background, So here we can see the background. Now just go to here watermark setting and select this one. Now it will ask the watermark one, so I'll set this as a background. Next is next, so do the next. Background setting will be there. Now this background already has been covered up, so what we can do, just go to here and off the ground, so it looks like this now. So this is how we can set the background, and so this is how we can set the background for any pavilion or any view. So now set this again, ground, delete this watermark setting. So this is how I have designed pavilion. And now if we want to add some tree in this, so we can go to window, then 3D warehouse, just click here tree, and these are the tree we can see. Just add a very which is a very small file, so it is very easy to install in this SketchUp. I'll go to this tree, insert, yes, and now this tree is automatically inserting into this background. So this is how to install the tree, and we can, so this is how this tree looks like, and we can add the more tree, like copy, control, and on the grid, on the red grid we can add, so this is what we can add. And if we want to set this move, just move here. Now this is just to how to move the tree. Now if we see this into a V-Ray editor, so this is called a rendering. Now just go to the rendering and see how this object looks like. Click here what we have rendered in a V-Ray tools by using this editor. So our image looks like this. From every angle we can see into the V-Ray. So this is our final image of podium or a pavilion. Now we can save this at the desktop. Save now. Just keep the file name like Pavilion, and now it has been saved. So this is how to design the pavilion by using SketchUp software. Thank you.